The general idea of this method is to cross the stitches before we knit or purl them. To make a left slanting cable, work to the fourth stitch of the cable and then leave the working yarn at the back of the work. Then insert the tip of the right needle from right to left into the second group of stitches that forms the cable. So in my case, the cable is made of 4 stitches. So I'm going to insert the tip of the right needle into these two guys, the second pair of stitches, and I do it in such a way that the right needle stays at the back of the left needle, like this. At this point, we don't take any stitches off the needles. We keep them on the needles safe and protected. And then with your right thumb, press the fabric that is right underneath the first group of stitches. Press it to the front of the right needle, like this. Don't press the stitches themselves because we won't be able to pick them up, but press the fabric right underneath these stitches, like this. And keep it pressed as you carefully remove the left needle from all stitches of the cable, like this. And then simply pick these stitches that are sticking out right here with the tip of the left needle. Because we hold the bottom of the stitches will be oriented in a correct way and they won't be twisted after we pick them up. Then slip the second group of stitches from the right needle to the left needle. If the cable is wide, and this method is great for cables of all widths, so if you have many stitches over here, then it could be a bit awkward to slip these stitches because the fabric will be tight. To help that situation, before you slip the stitches from the right needle to the left needle, pull the right needle to the back, stretching this space between two groups of stitches, and then pull it to the right, stretching that space even more. And this way you will be able to more or less comfortably slip the stitches from the right needle to the left needle. So the stitches are twisted, we have our cable, and now all we have to do is work these stitches. So pick up the yarn, you can do it with your left hand or right hand, doesn't matter. This method is great for all knitting styles, and knit or purl these stitches depending on the cable pattern that you follow. Just like this. To make a right slanting cable, we are gonna follow very similar steps. So we work to the first stitch of the cable, then we leave the yarn at the back of the work, and then we insert the tip of the right needle into the second group of stitches that forms the cable. But this time we do it so that the right needle stays at the front of the left needle, like this. Then we hold the first group of stitches, but this time we do it with our right index finger, and again we hold the fabric that is right underneath those two stitches. And take the left needle out of all stitches of the cable. And then pick these open stitches with the tip of the left needle and stretch the fabric if necessary, and then slip the other part of the cable from the right needle to the left needle. Now pick up the yarn and knit or purl these stitches depending on the cable pattern that you follow. Just like this. And then continue to work on your project. So this method is not just quick and easy. It also keeps the cables neat. Because we cross the stitches before we work them, there are no long strands at the sides of the cable. See, all stitches look nice and neat and uniform, no long strands over here or over there, anywhere. And that is a great bonus for tight-fitting projects like hats, mittens, and close-fitting sweaters, because when you stretch the fabric, the holes don't show, the longer strands don't show, everything looks nice and neat. To get the full tutorial about this method, go to tenrosday.com/quick-cables. Happy knitting, my friend. I'll talk to you in the next tutorial.